welcome back. Frances here from For Noble Holistic Healing, and I'm so excited to be back today talking about probably one of the most important things that you can do to make your life easier. This is learning your intuitive yes. So let's get to it. Okay, so what is your intuitive yes? This is a term that I use when I describe like a gut feeling. So everyone's like, listen to your intuition, and people are like, what does that mean? Or people are like, just follow your gut, and you're like, yeah, for sure, like I got that. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, what the heck does follow your gut mean? All of us have had those moments where we're like, oh, I have this weird feeling, or oh yeah, I should definitely do that, or oh, I shouldn't be doing this. So we do know what our gut is, but usually we rely on it to keep us out of danger. And when we can learn to use it to make decisions instead, this is like game changer for living in blissful alignment. So I'm going to give you my tips and tricks on how to learn your intuitive yes. Number one, practice. So what does this mean? An example I always give clients is practice your intuitive yes with the example, like with things that you can do every day. So the example that I give is like, okay, you're in the grocery store, you need 5 oranges, but there are literally 100 in front of you, and they all look exactly the same, right? So obviously logic comes into play a little bit. You're like, okay, that one's bruised, that one's dirty, that one's skin is peeling, so I'm not going to choose those. So now let's say you've narrowed it down. There are 10 oranges left, and they are identical, but you only need 5, right? So how do you choose? That feeling of, okay, I'm going to pick this one. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Oh, that's the right one. That's your intuitive yes. So what I guide my clients to do is practice that in more places in your day-to-day, and then pay attention to that feeling. So you've picked the orange. Oh, like that, yes, that's it. Oh, check in. What did that feel like? Okay, that's what an intuitive yes feels like. And integrating that into like as many parts of your day as you can. So if you drink tea, which of the same type of tea, which tea bag are you going to choose that day? I practice it when I choose my underwear in the morning. So I'm weird, I fold my underwear nice and tidy. So I choose my underwear. Sometimes logic comes in, oh, I'm wearing a white dress, I can't wear my bright pink undies. But sometimes it doesn't matter, and then I just choose. And it's really interesting because as I practice my intuitive yes, sometimes I'll be like, oh no, those aren't the right pair. And then I'll pick another pair, and that feels like the right one. I feel my intuitive yes very much in my gut, in my stomach. I feel like, but yours might come with like a ding in the ears. It might come in your head. It might be nothing. Maybe you just like, no, yep, that's it. So it's totally up to you. So practice in as many areas as you can. Number 2 is trust it. So what I mean by that is, as humans, we like to know why. Like that's all we want to know is, okay, yeah, I get that's happening, but why is it happening? With our intuitive yes, sometimes we don't know why. So let's use my underwear example. Why did I want the navy blue instead of the dark green underwear? I don't know. There's literally no difference in the navy blue or the green. I don't know why I wanted the navy blue, but I still chose the navy blue. And I just trust it, right? Like maybe energetically, like the navy blue is like a heavier vibration, so it's gonna like negate some person's negative energy that I come in contact with that day. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I still trust it and I go with it. And as you do that, you're gonna be like, whoa, okay, like that is really cool that I can just make this decision without knowing the why. A little bit of a more intense example is I went through a really traumatic experience this past year with one of my girlfriends. We were in London and somebody broke into our apartment when we were there. It was horrible, but had I listened to my intuitive yes, I would not have been in that situation. We were given so many opportunities to not stay in that apartment. And I knew, I was like, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. But I didn't know why I shouldn't be there. So I stayed. And that was like my biggest learning lesson, because had I just been like, no, I'm trusting this, I don't know why, but I'm not staying here, right? I wouldn't have been in that situation. And it's an interesting place to be in, because sometimes we're like, well, I don't want to be the brat who's like not gonna sit in the car because like everyone else is leaving for the movies and I'm gonna make everyone late if we leave in 5 minutes. But you can say like, hey, like, I just know that we shouldn't be leaving right now. Let's leave in 5 minutes. Like, I'll buy everyone's tickets, or I'll buy everyone's popcorn. Like, please, can we just leave in 5 minutes? Without knowing the why. And you shouldn't have to explain it to people. People that honor you and respect you will, you know, be okay with it. It might take a little while to explain. I've definitely had to explain to my boyfriend, like, I can't explain it, but you just need to trust me. And now he trusts me, because there have been quite a few situations where it's like, oh God, well, thank God we didn't leave, or, oh, thank God we like rushed or something. Luckily he's also, he's not really in the spiritual space, but he's very intuitive and has strong gut feelings, and he trusts those. So learning your intuitive yes, sometimes we don't know the why, but if you just trust it, you will understand later. Everything always makes sense looking backwards. So trust it in that moment to make your life easier as you're moving forward. So number 1, practice. Number 2, trust it. And number 3, don't feel like you need to explain it. We live in a world where it's weird to be intuitive, and it's not weird. Like, this is ingrained in our DNA. We are animals. We are a species just like everything else that exists. I mean, whales migrate thousands of miles and they don't have a human brain like us, but they follow their instincts and they get there. It's the same with any animals who hunt, same with birds that return to the same nest. Like, they follow their instincts to trust migration patterns and to survive. So don't let anyone make you feel weird about it, because it really is, I don't like to call it survival, but in a sense it is survival. It's by developing your intuitive yes and trusting that and following it, you are thriving instead of surviving. And you might actually be setting yourself up for survival, right? Somewhere in that, I don't know why, is a reason that you are feeling this way that you are feeling. So trust it. Don't let anyone make you feel badly or weird, because you could actually, in the most dramatic terms, be saving their life. You could be saving them from a car accident. You could be saving them from getting in a really bad relationship, right? But yeah, don't let people make you feel bad for it. It is a wonderful gift that everyone should tap into. So I encourage you to practice, trust it, and then own it, because there is nothing better than knowing your intuitive yes. It makes decision making easy, it makes thinking clear, and it allows you to live in blissful alignment. So please let me know if you have any questions. I know it was a bit of a ramble. I tend to do that, but hopefully you got some golden nuggets out of that, and I would love to help you learn as much as I can about your intuition as possible. So please leave any questions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.